I have struggled with depression for most of my life, at least most of my adult life. And this is what I do that helps me. And I'm sharing it because it's super vulnerable for me to open up and talk about my depression. But I think a lot of people struggle with depression. And listen, we can use all the help we can get. Okay. First thing I do, I am a believer in Jesus. And I'm telling you, I could not have gotten through any of my depression without God. I don't know how people function without having a relationship with God. Like, that is literally what has helped me the most. It's prayer and Bible reading and worship music and being involved in a local church and having Christian friends, and like all of that stuff has helped me with my mental health so much. But I have done some additional things, and I've kind of had to learn over the years how to deal with depression, because it's one of those things that unfortunately just doesn't go away forever. The first thing that I will say is you have to lighten your stress level. We are doing too much in this world. Like, we are doing too much with our lives. We're go from one thing to another. What that does is that activates your sympathetic nervous system. So what you need to do if you're struggling with mental health is work on activating your parasympathetic nervous system. And you can look things up online for ways to do that. Some of the things that I found that help me with this, of course, is massages, taking cold showers, practicing meditation, anything calming and relaxing that you can do that kind of just help you unwind for the day, not alcohol, because that doesn't help in the long run. But something super calming, because you want to calm your body down. When you release your stress level, you will release some of that anxiety. Now, anxiety, we know, comes when we are focused too much on the future and not enough in the present. So you gotta stay grounded in the present. Don't worry so much about what's gonna happen next week or what's gonna happen next month and all the things you have to do. Try to stay grounded in the present each day. Another thing you can do is try to focus on one task instead of multitasking. And you might say, oh, I'm a really good multitasker, and you probably are, but it's not helping your parasympathetic nervous system. So you need to try to focus on one task at a time. What I have found is, if you have depression, nobody's gonna come alongside of you and just make you happy. You have to do it for yourself. And when you're in the thick of it, you really view that and you say, I'm never gonna get better. I'm gonna be like this forever. This is my life. I see no light at the end of the tunnel. There's no hope. Why am I here? All these dark thoughts. You literally have to get yourself out of it. And the way you do it is you focus on doing one task that day to better your life by a teeny tiny percent. And that could be just something you find, something that day that makes you a teeny bit happier, just a little bit happier than you were yesterday. And each day you're gonna focus on making yourself just a tiny bit better, just a tiny bit happier. This could be something super small, like you went out for a walk and you saw beautiful roses and you smelled them. I mean, it doesn't have to be big, but you have to be the one to pull yourself out of it. And you can do it, but you have to put steps in every single day to work on it. If you do nothing, you will stay like that for a very, very long time. It's not gonna get better by itself. You have to be the one to get yourself out of it. And you absolutely can do it. You know how I know? Because I can do it. And if I can do it, you can do it. But you have to work at it. If you just sweep it under the rug and just say like it's too difficult to deal with, it's not gonna get better. It just doesn't work like that. You have to put effort in. You have to choose to be happy. You can sit there in your depressive state and say, I'm gonna choose to laugh, and just make yourself like cackle, even if it's fake laugh for several minutes a day. And you do that over and over every single day. You fake laugh. Even though there's nothing funny, you just forced yourself to laugh. That will calm your body down and kind of make you be a little lighter, a little happier. You force yourself to laugh every single day, and you force yourself that day to do something that will make you just a teeny percent better than you were yesterday. Pretty soon, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, 10 days in a row, I was only 1% better, but 10 days in a row, and now I'm 10% better. And pretty soon you're gonna pull yourself through the depression. I just want you to know there's hope. okay? You are not like this forever. You will not stay like this forever. You know how I know? Because you're stronger than you realize. And you are going to get yourself out of it, and you're going to look back and you'll be like, that was the worst time of my life, but praise God that's behind me. And then anytime you feel yourself getting back into that spot, you're going to do these things and you're going to make yourself not revert back. I want you to know there's hope. There is always, always hope. I love you guys.